worries. Move to the south. Sweet. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. We're gonna have a lot of people come through tonight. It's gonna be exemplary. Obviously, sporting is doing what sporting does, rebooting his Wi-Fi. Um, but oh
Okay,
goodness,
we're here. We're here.
are we here? Are we live?
Hopefully.
Let's check the comments. Let's check the people that are coming through. I just need to get the YouTube link, make sure everything is nice and spick and span. But I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to come through. It always takes like 5, 10 minutes to marinate. However, you have built such an exceptional channel, Mr. Sport and Icons. It has been a pleasure for me to just, I don't know, just add on to that. The Dean White interview is going mad. Obviously, you and me were trying to ether some people, some disrespectful guys in the comments. Just put them in the. So we're gonna talk about Errol Spence. We're going to talk about Joshua. We're going to talk about Luke Fury. I mean, Tyson Fury. We're going to talk about. We're just going to talk about everything, bro. And yeah. Oh, good evening, my brother. We have El Caxi one night. Do you know what it is? Until we have government names out here, I can't say the whole thing. So I'm going to call you El Cax. Much love. Massive respect from Sweden. Oh, big up the Swedes, my guys, man. Big up. Oh, we have useful idiot. I can't believe you made me say that out loud. Thank you. We have Pacer. Good evening. Looking forward to Joshua White. Big up, my guys. We're just waiting for obviously 5 minutes for everything to marinate. Obviously, this is a very, very special live to me, guys. Like, you don't understand. I don't know which where he is on your screens or whatever, but this gentleman over here is my absolute idol. I was his sixth follower. The other five don't count because they don't exist anymore. Um, but like I said, I'm gonna give it just a couple of. I'll treat it as I do like my own show. Obviously, this is the Sport and Icons platform. As his southern correspondent, it's only right that I have to give this man. I don't know where he is, but I I have to give this man his flowers. I have to give this man his respect, and I think everybody does. You'll see trolls, you'll see people like this and saying nonsense about us and this and that or whatever, but just ignore them. It's absolutely fine. Today is all about a deep appreciation for the sport that we love, and the man that gives consistent.
Keyword.
Had to hit a pause there. Consistent rankings in the IBF, in the WBA, in the WBO, in the WBC. Yeah, the IBO. We we can yeah.
Every
Spoin,
magazine.
my bro.
Say again.
How are you, my bro?
Oh, I'm all right. I'm all right. How's everything with you?
I'm very well, thank you, bro. Very, very, very well. Obviously you took a chance on me, so
As the
it's
song would
it's
have it.
uh it's I learned this word the other day. It's been quite salubrious,
You've been watching Chris Eubank.
possibly. It means it means beneficial to one's health and well-being. I'm just gonna shout some people up in the live. We have God damn it, we need Elon to come and X-space this thing. We have the Weasel, we have Pacer, we have El Caxi, we have HB, we have Green Zone 21. Spoinicon speaks facts all the time. Of course he does. There is no other channel apart from this one that gives consistent rankings at well a video for the rankings such as my OG to the OG triple OG Sport and Icons. I'm from the south, he's from the north, and we like Jon Snow and I was gonna say Cersei, but I don't know if anyone get that reference. Like Game of Thrones, we are going beyond the wall, and we are coming together as brothers, and like I said, I owe everything to this man. So I just want to say thank you so much. Sporting, my bro. Lead the way.
Well, I'm glad that you brought up the Game of Thrones. While I quite enjoyed it, my wife loves it, and our youngest husky is called Khaleesi. So there you go.
Is does the dog have white hair? I just need to know that.
She's pretty much a white husky. Yes.
Well, there you have it. You can't say that Sporting Icons is not without diversity.
Yes.
Um,
And my eldest husky, which my son named, because at the time he loved Mortal Kombat, but he don't so much anymore. But at the time he did, and he called our oldest husky Raiden. So get over here. So I quite liked Mortal Kombat when I was growing up.
and you know what? Speaking of Mortal Kombat, Sporting, um, just like Shang Tsung when he absorbs the souls of his enemies, Daniel Dynamite Dubois is going to fight in front of 46,000 fans in Warsaw, Poland. I've been practicing that. And he is going to be the new unified heavyweight champion of the world. Um, I really want to talk about that in depth. I think we have so much to talk about because you and I just talk about shit like stuff all the time. What do you think about the Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois fight, my bro?
Well, I think you've got the prediction wrong there. I will say
Thank you.
that much.
I haven't had one wrong yet.
No. Hey, listen, I'm not against your prediction there. Listen, for a Brit to become unified champion, props. But I do feel that Alexander Usyk is going to beat him up and then stop him
What Sporting? Why Sporting? Why?
because of what we've seen Daniel Dubois go down against Joe Joyce. Hey, it is what it is. But the way that he couldn't absorb those shots from Kevin Lorena worries me.
I mean, Kevin Lorena, like any other underdog, always comes to take the head of the, I don't know, overdog, as it were.
Hmm.
Like my thing, Sporting, is that nobody gives a Daniel Dubois. Thank you, Robin. Just want to big up my uncle in the chat, Robin Francis. Please go follow him. Him and I are going to be doing big, great things together, just under the Sporting Icons banner, and it's going to be so nice. However, he disagrees with me with Daniel Dubois, so I might just push him out of the whole thing. Um, but the thing is, though, Sporting, obviously, I'm a 10th Dubois on my mother's sister's brother's side. You
Is
know,
that why you get on so well with Caroline?
my wife, I cut out. I didn't hear what you said, but
Would
I,
you like me to
but
repeat it?
go on. Okay, yes, okay. I get on well with Caroline Dubois. I think that she is an absolute talent. I think that she is the future pound for pound world, just everything in women's boxing. I think that at 154 pounds, pushing 160,
Mm,
she might be the most dominant female fighter of this generation.
could be.
Do I have any qualms from the panel?
No. I mean, obviously, we all have our own horses in the race, and in and around those
Yeah,
kind
I
of
got
weight
the
divisions.
stallion, bro. I got the stallion. Well, you
Yeah.
carry on.
I mean, in and out of those kind of divisions, obviously, there's a few people I'm very, very close with, so I'm going to be biased as well, like Georgia O'Connor and what have you. And obviously, Savannah's still floating around there ish.
I mean, well, we're talking about the North right now. Well, we're talking about the North. We're just branching out into everything, to be honest with you, because this is an incredible live, once in a lifetime opportunity, hopefully more, that you have the Southern correspondent and his mentor just chopping it up. So it's sensational, people, sensational. I believe that we're going to get lots of listeners because a lot of people love you, Sporting, as they should. Damn it. Okay, just chucking that out there.
I
Um,
agree. They should.
I mean, there's no other channel
Yeah,
doing consistent rankings videos.
but I mean, I like the haters as well. I mean, if everybody agreed with me, it'd be very boring, wouldn't it?
I mean, you picked Crawford to send Errol Spence to the ninth realm, to Asgard, Valhalla, wherever Yeah, I believe the Hindu religion believes in reincarnation.
Uh-huh.
What was your prediction for that fight, Sport?
Well, my prediction was Crawford to win, which obviously I got right. What I didn't get right though was that I thought it would be a close fight.
Oh, I did say, Sportinho, that it was going to be as one-sided as. I'm not going to finish my sentence. Um, Shout out to David Hay. Um, Look, at the end of the day, let's we'll keep on one track. Okay, so first we need to shout out all of the good listeners right now. I told you, Sporting, you need to just be keeping on doing this thing. We got Pacer, we got my uncle Robin, we have the Weasel. I hate that you guys make me say these names out loud. It's just not nice. We have Jaden Anthony, we have Green Zone 21, we have RSV, we have Stefano, we have people from everywhere: Sweden, Bangladesh, Russia, probably. Um, yeah. So, in terms of your disrespect, I mean, in terms of your prediction for Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk, do you not give this man a puncher's chance? He does have Don Charles in his corner.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit more worrying, if I'm gonna be honest. But at the same time, that doesn't fill me with confidence. But hey, listen, Daniel Dubois is young, he's fast, and he's brave, and he punches very, very hard. But okay, let's be honest. Who wins, Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua? Who punches harder, Anthony Joshua or Daniel Dubois? It's close, no matter how you call it.
No, it's not close.
Usyk dealt with
Styles
Joshua
makes fights
very easily. Yeah, but Daniel Dubois doesn't really have a style other than come forward and throw punches and hope for the win.
Mate, if AJ did that, he would be the unified champion and Ring Magazine champion, and I would even sprinkle a little bit of lineal on that.
Well, your uncle is totally disagreeing with you. He says right there, "I don't even give
it's a family dynamic. We like Caroline and Daniel. Sometimes we don't. No one disagrees with everything, Sporting. Okay, thank you.
Hey, listen, if you're right, you're right. Hey, listen.
Do you know how unbearable I'll be? I will be a menace. You know that.
Yeah. But how would you be if Usyk wins, though?
My Wi-Fi cut out there. I didn't hear you. But if for whatever reason you ask the question of something that probably won't happen at all, that Daniel Dubois would take the knee, I just don't like. Obviously, my bro, as your Southern correspondent, you know that I have the gift. Okay, you know that my knee senses tingle. Bear with me just 1 second. I do apologize.
Okay, so for me, when it comes to Daniel Dubois and Alexander Usyk, I can only see one winner. But at the same time, I do give Daniel Dubois.
I do apologize. This is what happens when you have roommates and there's no boundaries. Just going back to that disrespect. I mean, just going back to Sporting's question. Now, you've asked me from the north, by the way, with about 3 MBs of Wi-Fi upload, that Daniel Dubois could possibly lose in front of 46,000 fans in Warsaw, Poland. Oh, big up, Shy. I love you, baby. As a friend. Why is it every single, like, Sporting, obviously this is a legendary pod that we are doing right now, south to the north. I mean, I just don't understand why nobody is bigging up the British fighter, Sporting. Tell me why.
I agree with you. I think that people should be supporting Daniel Dubois on this one if you're a Brit. Absolutely. But at the same time, I think a lot of people are quite realistic about it.
Well,
it's almost
The Matrix was realistic. Okay, Terminator was realistic. Okay,
oh, yeah, of course.
This is actual factual things. Like Daniel Dubois. Did you see him? Okay, first of all, Alexander Usyk can't rap. Maybe because I didn't understand him, but he Daniel is immune to help me.
I can't help you with this one.
No, stop.
You're on your own with this one, man.
No, Spawn, God damn it. No, he is immune to mind games. Don't ask me why, please, God.
Mm,
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, when Alexander Usyk was spitting on the mic on a madness, damn it, we have to read the chats. Oh, by the way, super chats are very welcome. So do that. Gonna read some people. Rico got good comedy timing for sure. Thank you very much, Stefano. Muchas gracias. I'm not actually Spanish, but I've been called up by a couple of aunties. We have always supported Daniel Dynamite Dubois. I'm not gonna read the rest of that. Fury damaged the heavyweight division. It's a clown show right now. I'm glad you said that, Ras. Because Luke, I mean, now we'll call him Lucas until he fights for the undisputed. I don't think that he should be named Tyson. But do you agree?
Mm, I agree.
Okay, it's stamped. So Lucas is, not a contract signer. He's ducked Alexander Usyk. I don't have enough fingers. Sorry, Sporting. And it's is it not embarrassing? In the chat, I would like you all to. So the question is, do you not think that sorry, Mike, do you not think that Lucas is embarrassing for his absolute embarrassing display of embarrassingness by not signing the contract, and the contract not being signed? So I'm going to give like 1 minute. Spoon, I hope you're okay with it. Just to obviously get the fans to interact, because Sporting and I are the bridges to, I don't really know what, but I know that I am the bridge to El Dorado when Daniel Dynamite Dubois sparks me in front of 46,000 people in Warsaw, Poland. Right, we have.
I'd love you to be right, by the way,
We're gonna
Black
go
Diamond.
up. I know I will. And when I absorb all of the clout from everybody on Twitter, YouTube, Threads, or X Space as it's now known.
But most importantly, who's David Hay
Mhm.
picking? Usyk or Dubois?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, actually, do that. Wait, let me Google it.
Because if he's picking Usyk, then you have a very good shot at being right on this.
I am guaranteed a shoo-in, Martin, to win. I mean,
I want to put my car on it
not
and
to be a
everything.
dick, not to be a dick, but if David actually picks Alexander Usyk, which I know he will, I just need Drake to take a picture with Usyk. Here comes the money, 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 money. For all my WWE fans,
Money in the bank.
Zalubrious.
No.
Beneficial to one's health and well-being. Merchandise coming soon. So just to read some of the chats. Ortiz build the pyramids. I think he was there when they were first like built. Sorry, boys, I'm not patriotic. Of course, Dan. Let's read Dan's comment. Sorry, boys, I'm not patriotic at all. I support who I like, and I don't care what country or race they're from. Yeah, us too, bro. That's why you're here in Sporting Icons. Like, I wasted my life reading that. Usyk is a crazy brer. Yeah, a crazy brer that's gonna get knocked out. Audley, I'm not gonna read that one. Luke Fury, big up BJ London. Who else have we got? Lucy sounds better. I don't know what that means. Ortiz survived the last extinction event. I think he was here in the previous universe. Anybody that reads Marvel comics, you'll know. Yep, in total agreement. Thank you. Luke is a tosser, pretty much. It's true. I know. Yes, his last two fights, old man Chisora, 60-year-old and 37-year-old MMA fighter. Oh, damn it. We just have to go through. Okay. Spoyan, you've obviously, and anybody that watches the channel, anybody who has sense and a brain cell would obviously be subscribed to Spoyan Icons. What
Mhm.
are your views, opinions on a one Francis Ngannou making his debut in what I believe will be a 10-rounder?
Yeah, is it 3 minutes around or 2 minutes around? I'm hearing 2 minutes.
I believe that the rules could perhaps be on the female scope. Um,
Don't.
we're here to have fun today, Spoyan. It's Friday. We're feeling good. What do you think about the whole Francis Ngannou and Luke Fury debacle?
Okay. You think of any heavyweight boxer out there from area/English level, they would all wipe the floor with Francis Ngannou in that boxing ring. So when you've got the WBC World Heavyweight Champion and the so-called lineal, the so-called best of the era, the so-called greatest fighter of all time, taking on a pro debutant, how? Listen, I don't mind crossover fights. I don't particularly care about them, but I don't mind them. I
Is
know
that
they're
even
kind of
a crossover fight? Like that's I don't
well.
even understand.
I mean, you love the Misfits and everything, but
Oh,
this is
don't
on
lump
that
that on
level.
me.
At least what I can say is KSI and Tommy Fury is somewhat of a competitive fight. I can give that a pass. Okay, but
Can you?
well, I can give it a pass because Tommy's shit. But
Yeah. Okay.
what I
Fair enough.
can't do is give Tyson Fury a pass because he's holding the belt. And if Usyk was doing this, I would say the same thing. It's not a Fury hate thing. If you're champion, fight those in the top 15. If he ain't doing it, then he should vacate the belt. But he knew he was doing this since February, which I showed you all.
And for those of you not subscribed, not following, not actually, I don't know what you're doing with your lives. Just try and be better people. Um, just a quick plug there for the Sporting Icons. Um, I mean, what can we say? I mean, look.
Do you
In
give Francis
summary,
any chance in this fight? Any chance?
I
Fall short of Tyson moving out of the way, twisting his ankle, and then getting caught. Do you give him any other chance than that?
well, can I give you a quote? Can I give you a quote
Uh huh.
from Francis himself?
Yeah.
He said, and I quote, "Boxing is my first love. I have always loved boxing. Right? I only learned mixed martial arts after, right? After um, having participated in boxing training and the Queensberry rules.
Okay.
I I would give my left nut, okay, and I don't just say that just out there like that. I like both of my nuts. Thank you.
Yeah.
But
They're very handy.
I would give both actually. And I think that you would too. We would both give 4 nuts
Right.
if Ngannou would spark out Lucas in front. Can you imagine the scenes? Oh my god.
Yeah, but then Francis Ngannou laced his gloves. Tyson Fury had his water spiked.
You blame it. What was it? The ring attire was heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so you did raise a very valid point there. Francis
Thank
Ngannou
you.
says that boxing was always his first love, and he was doing boxing before he did MMA. But that was probably 20 years ago. Now, I used to play football 20 years ago. I played briefly for Russian and
Oh
Diamonds
yeah,
down
pause,
south.
Caden. Pause. Oh, and Caden, obviously, if it's okay with obviously my brother Spoyan, big up to Yellow Claws, big up to all of these lovely, beautiful people that are coming through because obviously this man has clout. I ain't got the type of clout that he has, not yet. So
How many people
it was
watching? I can't see.
mine slap the comments.
52 people watching. Click a thumbs up.
And subscribe. Mazel tov.
Right.
All I know is that when Daniel Dubois wins, I will pay for my daughter's quinceañera. I am not Mexican, by the way. Just want to chuck that out there. Just to read some of the chats. Yeah, Caden, love you to come on, my bro. If you are willing to come on, mine is obviously you know the Boxing Bros, right, Martin?
Sorry, what's that? What?
The Boxing Bros.
Yes, I heard of them. Yes.
Exceptional human beings. Trill, Caden, Ned, the philosopher, and G. I think he has so many nicknames. He's put me to shame, to be honest with you. So, but no, Caden is an exceptional human being. Incredible people out here. Just to read some of the chats. Hit the like button. Who do you think hits harder in 10-ounce gloves, Chisora and Ngannou? Mine, I'll let you carry on with that one.
Okay, so well, firstly, there's the prime example right there. Okay, then we're wearing 10-ounce gloves. Francis Ngannou is used to wearing 4-ounce gloves. So that little bit extra there is going to feel a little bit alien to him. He's going to be swinging around like he's got flip-flops on his hands.
Well, like that video you made about Solomon Daiquris.
Yeah, exactly.
You wank.
Him too. Big up, Solomon.
Oh, that was just not nice. I should have asked you before I asked him for an interview. That was just not the best idea for me. And Solomon Daiquris is going to be on a. I actually have exclusives. Funny enough,
he has lost the art of me promoting his damn fight and taking me seriously. I mean,
did you? Wait. Can I ask you a question? Did you ever take Solomon seriously, though?
Everybody who watched my videos understood that I was trolling. Understood it, but he didn't.
Do you know how much he didn't? I literally shouted him, "Hey, let me get an interview for Sporting Icon, Southern Correspondent." Yay! Next thing, real. I just hear your voice. He's gonna get his head bounced around the campus. He's gonna get absolutely meshed into the net. I was just like, oh my god. Anyway.
And he would have done had that biased cheating Sunderland referee had not stepped in when he did.
So you're blaming Sunderland? Is that what you're doing?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking Mackens.
Just not a nice place to go to. Big up the North right now. Big up the South. You know exactly what time it is. It is with myself, the Southern Correspondent for a Sporting Icons, a hero.
Are you Southampton or Portsmouth?
I am Southampton. Portsmouth is not a real place. I don't find that it's. I can't find it on the map whenever I look.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm just seeing that Newcastle have signed some 20-year-old defender from you guys.
I'll have to speak to the coaches and stuff, but I
Do you know somebody?
I don't know how I feel about mixing Arab money with just normal money. I don't know.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah. I don't know. If I'm getting a piece, then possibly.
A couple of camels thrown in, you'll love it.
Can I get a magic carpet? Okay?
Yeah, of course.
Sick.
Prince Nassim style.
Obviously, there's banter and vibes going on here. You lot know that obviously the first link up that me and my mentor would do would be absolutely incredible. Just to read some of the chats because why not? Here goes. Big up Sporting Icons and Rico. Big up iBoxing Hub, my freelance territory out here. Love you, my bro. He doesn't get them right these days. I was Sporting. I think that was aimed at you because I'm like 5 for 10. 10 for 10, 15 for
whatever. Right these days? No.
Like you remember when we spoke? I did say that Crawford was gonna upset. I'll tell you what I said. Tonight, guys, when it's dark and if you're in a place where there's no light pollution, look outside your window because there's a new constellation. It's called the Sharky Way. And that's what Terence Crawford has blessed us with. a new constellation when you look outside your window, maybe with a star, possibly Errol Soul, that you can look out. Don't mind, please. I didn't finish the
I hope
joke.
you're going to ask me about this fight at some point.
Of course, I'm gonna ask you about this goddamn fight. That's what's next. Okay, we gotta read some of the chats. We gotta get some super chats up in here, bro. Right. So Fury messes about with Ngannou for 20 minutes and knocks him out. Whatever. Well said. Thank you. Who do you think hits harder? No, 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 no. 10 2-minute rounds makes Tyson look very bad. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird statement. Steve Robinson. Nah, I'm not gonna read that one. The fight will be 10 3-minute rounds. I just looked it up. Really? Thank you, Daryl Alexander. Um, I mean, that just makes Lucas look bad, doesn't it? Big up to my uncle. B has the same chance as Daniel Dubois. I'm assuming that he means, yes, Caden, pause, 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 pause. I don't know what I'm pausing, but I'm assuming that I'm pausing something. Rico, salute, big up my guy. I think they have a real match. Fury and Ngannou, possibly. Say wub, salute. Say wub, salute. Rico, not very bright. I'm trying to be smart, man. That's why I've come on this live, and I just want to absorb intellectualness from you, Mister Secretarian. Yeah, I feel smarter already. Does Ngannou slip punches? Kind of. I don't know. Anybody here watches UFC possibly? Salute to Rico and Sporting Icons. Big up to Caden, the GOAT out here, bro. Like I said, Caden, you want to shout me and come on the show, you're more than welcome. Agreed. Boxing conditioning is just different. Francis empties his tank in 4 rounds. We must realize that 5 rounds in MMA is 5 minutes. So if we do quick maths, I think it's maybe maybe 3 or 4 minutes a difference, Sporting?
Yeah, they have 5-minute rounds. But haven't Francis and Ngannou lost like 3 fights on points to non-boxers?
I mean, he lost to what's my guy's name? Oh, that guy that was like to John Jones. I'm gonna make you my bitch. Such a savage. Can't remember his name, but kudos to that guy. Dan. But as much as we'd like to see that, it's never gonna happen, and they're aiming this fight at the dreamers who think that'll happen. Dan, it's gonna happen. Lucas loves money. This is recorded. I have other podcasts recorded where I would say the exact same thing. I love my Uncle Frank. I know that mine might have slight disagreements. However, I believe my Uncle Frank is a prisoner. I believe that I am the one to save my Uncle Frank from this absolute madness that's going on over there. And hopefully, when we see one Nathaniel Collins, the only Scottish fighter that will stay with his bagpipes and not have them absolutely Teofimo Lopez, it will be quite salubrious, which means beneficial to one's health and well-being. Mr. T, 2 out of 3 on predictions is good because it's not happening, Rico. Well, I'm like 10 for 10, but when I have Dubois, I'm gonna count that as another 10, so I'll have like 20 for 20. Caden, salute, obviously. Like dogs with socks. My uncle is just not the guy right now. Tell Complex stop ducking the punch off. I wish that he would. It costs nothing to hit the like button, fellas. Of course it doesn't, because we love you. We do this. We Martin literally goes out, interviews fighters. I go out and interview fighters. We like people, and I'm going to let you obviously speak after this, for because I feel like this is an incredible one. Like, people always say to me, why don't you ask Ben Shalom the question? Why don't you ask this person the question? I ask them, and they choose not to answer. Unfortunately, there's no firearms allowed in England, so I can't point a gun to somebody's head and force them to answer my question. Mine, what do you have to think?
What about asking people questions?
Yeah, like what they always like kind of say about us, like, You just never ask the hard questions. Ah, you're. What do you have to say about that nonsense?
Okay,
I
so
mean, that question.
what people want is for people to get media accreditation, go in there, blast these people, expose them, and hope to keep on getting credentials. Not going to happen.
Mine, we've both been on the shows, right? There's literally people that should not really be there that are there as fans, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna say
Let me put
names,
this out there,
but
right? Because if
you
you
do it.
have a Twitter only um, following, if you like, a platform, you should not be given media credentials.
Oh, I wonder who he's talking about. Um, I
Now,
mean,
I say that shit because other people who do have platforms, other people who do go around to the shows and support and everything, are not getting certain credentials on certain fight nights because these other fuckwits are. And it annoys me
BJ
when
London, quite possibly.
I
Go on,
mean,
bro.
I mean, it annoys me when like Talksport will only turn up for the big shows, so then other people can't get those slots.
Should we just flame him really quickly and just move on?
Yeah,
Firstly, mine and I have both met Simon Jordan. We've both met people from Talksport. I happen to like who's my guy? My the little guy.
Gareth Davis.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that guy.
Yeah.
However, Simon Jordan has an agenda. Okay,
Hmm.
sometimes he actually has his head out of his arsehole and he talks mild sense. He cannot deny the fact that his hero, savior, and God is just not doing anything anymore. Am I lying?
No, you're not. Simon Jordan is a self-appointed voice of the boxing masses. Self-appointed.
Ugh. I want to know which masses are these, to be honest with you, because when I met that guy was shook as anything. So, like I say on my show, like mine says all the time, like we all say all the time, we're real people. We put ourselves out there. We go out to shows and we interview people. If anybody thinks that they can do better, please carry on. Second thing is the internet is not real life. It's not real life. Honestly, right? You get trolls and you get people that will message you this and this and this or whatever like that, but they are not real people, guys. Honestly. Mine, what do you have to say?
I agree. I mean, to continue with the interview thing. I mean, the amount of times that I mean, people won't always know, but I get asked favors all the time from people within boxing. Some of them big name people, and when it comes to like interviewing them, I mean, firstly, you have like a bit of a friendship with them to a certain point. So what we're not going to do is flame them down. And second of all, sometimes you do favors for certain individuals in boxing,
Hmm.
and they don't want to return the favor by giving you a damn interview. And I'm gonna start exposing these fuckers.
Please, I want to so bad, but I'm kind of just starting out, so I can't just
I'm
release
gonna.
myself like that. Well, I hope you do because, like, just adding on to Martin's point, we've both started whatever we started from the ground up. Nobody helped us. Well, Martin helped me, but like, you know, it. I like yourself, bro. We retweet, we share, we like, we post up. I always post up. Like I said, I do free promotion. I'm doing free promotion until the end of the year. Like there's I've spoken to your favorites and they just, kind of gotten to the point where they don't kind of care about the fan and they don't care about, you know, the fan. And as the fans, you lot make us. You're the lifeblood of our lifeblood of everything that we do. Everything that we do.
Mhm.
Right. And that's why I had to get my guy down here and do this live and stuff is because we have to give back. And you guys support us and honestly we love you. You know, I do. And mine's Husky does. White Husky. But
Easy.
before we move on to the all great, incredible topic of Spence Crawford, because I am itching for that one, just to read a couple of chats. Loved your show yesterday, Rico with Travis. Thank you, Tony Ellis. I love you. Hey, icons. Did you see the Coach Malachi interview with Bomac yesterday?
I love Coach Malachi. He's a funny guy. He's an honest guy. Big up to him, man.
He is hilarious, bro. That guy is just different gravy. Simon Jordan said Prince Naz was overrated. I should have slapped man just for that. But we move, and I'm probably gonna see him very, very soon. Um, they are like drunk casuals with their takes. Like, guys, let's be honest with ourselves. Simon Jordan was a failed. I mean, no, actually, I can have an opinion on something. He can have an opinion on me. It's great. He literally sunk a football club into the ground. He knows absolutely nothing about boxing. I don't know if anybody knows about Charlemagne the God, but they both have absolutely no business. But everybody has an opinion, so double-edged sword. But sometimes less is more. Mine, would you agree?
Of course. Totally agree with that. That's his always.
So, Simon, if you're watching, less, way less, brother. If not, nothing.
Well,
Big up to
keeping with that
Caden.
real quick though,
Oh, yeah, of course, bro. Of course, come through.
like I keep in with that because you have people on Talksport, even people who were involved in boxing at once upon a time. It's shocking how little about boxing they actually know.
It
The amount
seems
of
like
mistakes I see
amnesia has
people
come
do
through,
is
hasn't it?
unreal. Like Adam Castro is not a boxing guy. He's MMA. He's UFC. Same with Gareth A. Davis. Simon Jordan's a football guy.
Oh,
Jim
not
White, I
Gad. Come
don't know what he
on,
did.
leave Gad alone.
Yeah. And some other guy I didn't know who decided to have a go at Anthony Joshua, try and blast Anthony Joshua when all he'd done was be a old washed up Vitaly Klitschko. Straight away, it's Vladimir, you nunt. I mean, what the hell?
Let's
At
call
least
him
get
a
the
non.
basics right. Fucking numbskulls.
Oh, just
Oh,
let's
it's Tommy
not
Walsh in
call
the
him.
chat, is he?
Yeah, Tommy Walsh is in the chat. Just scouting around for the
Tommy
old MTK.
Walsh.
The old people them. Um, uh, Jack Jonassy, the likes of Simon Jordan. Oh, I like this one. The likes of Simon Jordan on big platforms are there to cause controversy, or just nonsense, I like to say,
Yeah.
to rile people up to call in. I just want to shout out that we've never had to do that because we don't beg for clout. Mm.
Mhm.
To call in, therefore generating more listeners. Are they? Yeah, they. I mean, I will say, um, Ryan, what did you think about that Eddie Hearn interview with Simon Jordan?
I thought Eddie Hearn absolutely annihilated him. Now, I'm
Oh,
not going
he
to
beat
say,
his ass.
yeah, I'm not going to say that Simon Jordan and Talksport and his whole kind of band narrative that they have is that they're necessarily wrong on things because they raise some very good points. They do. But and no one going to tell me that that weren't no witch hunt. And nobody going to tell me that they didn't build their boxing platform on Conor Ben.
Bro, they literally, that young man was scapegoated.
Yeah.
That young man has literally died on the cross for people that should have been on that cross years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, since the fans wanted, we'll touch on Conor Ben and the whole situation first. Mine, I want to know your opinions on Conor being exemplified by the, I don't know which acronym it is, but it's one of them, the BBBOC of control. And shout out to Adam Smith, man. I met you, bro, and can't wait to see you next. Um, what do you think about that whole? What do you think about the whole debacle, bro? Obviously, people who follow the channel they know, but for our new listeners and followers, what do you have to say?
Well, all we can do is go on the facts. And the facts are that he's been cleared by the regulatory body who UCAD pretty much report to, right? So if
Right.
he's been cleared by them, then He's quit. You know, I can come out with conspiracies. People can come out with conspiracy. Oh, he's got high-powered lawyers. He shoved a lot of money. He backed him into a corner. Well, that's all
Oh,
conspiracy. That's not fact.
but what would those people do though, Martin? Like what? Like if I get popped, I'm bringing Rob Kardashian from the grave to come and represent me. I
Yeah.
swear to God, if the glove don't fit, a quit. Okay,
Yeah.
straight up, that's my motto. I mean, it just seems so funny that other fighters, and I'm not going to name names, have actually been able to change sanctioning body legislation to increase the limit of something they've been popped for. Is that not power, man?
Oh, of course it is. You know, and there's always examples in history anyway. You know, and you don't even have to go too far back. Like, for example, like Povetkin. People look at Alexander Povetkin as a drugs cheat, right? Or at least they did. But the reality is, what he got popped for was a substance that he was actually allowed to take at that time. Again, we're talking about the whole Deontay Wilder fight thing. So,
Oh, good stuff.
but I mean, for me, I learned the hard way. Don't go in on people straight away because I went in on quite a few people, and one
Who
of
did
them,
you go in on, Martin?
oh man, I've been in on loads of people. But
I know.
Jaron Miller, that was one. I mean, I absolutely roasted the ass of him. But then,
And yeah, carry on, carry on.
but but then, of course, people were saying, "Well, why didn't I hold the same energy when it came to Dillian White and that whole situation?" And I said, because
That was
obviously I knew
different.
certain things back then that like a Dillian would tell me, but obviously I couldn't put out on the channel. So the last thing in the world I'm going to do is start calling him a drug cheat when I felt very, very confident that he wasn't based on what he told me.
Bro, man had an energy drink. Do you know how much shit is in energy drinks? Like there you probably got like 5 or 10 banned substances in one Lucasade, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not comparable. Unless Dillian was actually injecting Lucasade into his body, which I doubt, right?
Yeah.
It w- it's just you can't compare the two. Like Jarrell Miller actually injected things into his body to try and kill Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Now, Dimitri Salida is a great friend. I love the guy, man. We've l'chaimed. I'm Jewish now. I can't see any other way back now, mine.
No.
But I will say that I've held him accountable in terms of if you go and watch the interview on the channel, and he literally said out of his own mouth that Jarrell, any opponent, whether it's the journeyman or anything, will have stringent drug testing.
Mhm.
Now, drug testing, right? Um, I'm gonna give you a little bit of game. Okay. So, for example, Nathaniel Collins just got signed with Queensbury. He only got drug tested on his debut, on his network debut.
Yep.
So he's never been drug tested in the amateurs, self-admitted, right? And we're gonna have a major interview. Never, he's never been drug tested in the amateurs. He's never been drug tested until he signed the deal with Queensbury and he fought on the first show, and that's when his first drug test happened. Do you know, everybody, how much drug testing costs?
It's a lot, especially
I
hard.
will never, I'll never be a promoter. I'll
Yeah.
tell you this now for nothing. Okay, mine. How much does it cost, mine? Just give him a little bit of game. Just give him some know-how.
Okay, so if you've got a VADA and you ask for regular testing, additional testing to the regular, then you're talking about throughout your 12-week, 8-week training camp, you're talking about $30,000.
Jesus.
$30,000. So when people say VADA should be across the board and whatever else, yeah, it should be, but not everyone can afford VADA. You know, nobody, especially at
What is
the lower end,
expensive? It's
unless you are
expensive.
a headline fight on a TV platform, you cannot afford $30,000 worth of drug testing. You cannot afford it. Undercard fighters don't make $30,000. They don't make it. So While I agree,
And
drug testing should be all around, and UCAD are shite, by the way, absolutely garbage. The fact that they had that Conor Ben had this kind of gear in his system and they missed it, and then they decide to whether or not to ban him when they missed it is ridiculous. When you've got a UCAD system and a British Box Board of Control who have zero control, want to make examples out of Conor Ben, when you can take a UCAD test and not know about it until 18 months later, like Tyson Fury, for example. He didn't know about it until 18 months later, after he'd already won the unified world heavyweight title from Vladimir Klitschko. Didn't even know about it. Zolana Tete had already put Cunningham into the hospital. You got so many different examples. And then you've got snitches within the lot of them who will snitch to the press about Conor Ben, who snitched to the press about Dillian White. But yet somehow a Frank Warren fighter goes way under the radar. No one finds out about it until
what's the
months
common
later.
denominator for those fighters, though? What is the common denominator?
Well, could it be that they come from a certain Surrey Essex club? I don't know.
Could they be fighting it could they potentially be fighting in a backyard and somewhere? I don't know. But the thing is, as we're trying to say to you guys, drug testing is so expensive. So look, you have to look at it this way. For small hole shows, for example, if your budget is, I don't know, like maybe I'm just throwing a number out there. Let's say 60K, right? Your budget for a small hole show is 60K. The drug testing eliminates that straight away. Boom, bye. See you later. And that's just for 2 fires. No,
Yeah.
1 fire actually, because you'd be short of money because it's 33 grand or something for the stringent drug testing. So this is why I've always tried to advocate that legislation and government involvement should be involved in boxing. You should not have to pay to get a fighter drug tested. That is very strange to me. I find that weird because you're protecting a life, are you not?
Well, again, you see, that's the other argument. And I get people's point, I do, when it comes to PEDs, drug testing, all that kind of thing, that it's a dangerous sport. Fighters have been killed in the ring. Some have got brain damage and paralyzed, disabled, and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely, it's dangerous. But whenever I ask this question, people can't seem to give me an answer. Out of all the fatalities, thankfully there hasn't been a lot, of all the injuries, career-ending injuries, how many of those opponents have actually tested positive for PEDs? 0 is the answer.
No, but do you know what it is for the fans to as soon as you hear trace amounts, give me the B sample. Like the funny thing is, like people are asking for the B sample for Dillian, when the A sample and the B sample are the same thing, you man. Like real talk. So they test both of those samples at the lab, and they can both be contaminated because the lab has to be. I don't know if anybody's seen Breaking Bad. Okay, bro, it needs to be spotless. Okay, it needs to be sporting icons. Hit the like button and subscribe. That's what it needs to be. Now, if it's not contamination, me breathing on something can contaminate it. My DNA is just all up in the thing up in there. So what I'm going to do, we're going to read some chats. I believe we have a super chat. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. Obviously, we are going to read the Sporting Icon subscribers. Just going up 333. Bro, I don't even know what the hell you tried to say there. Dillian took some potent. This guy. Umar, IFL Umar, over at IFL caused Eddie to go into a meltdown. How, Jack? Fury needs humbling. His ego is through the roof. I believe your comment was reserved for like 2019, 17. Drug cheats should get lifetime bans. In a perfect world, Rosie, possibly. If you gave a drug cheats life bans, there would be no fighters left. That's pretty. I mean, Mine, what do you think?
Well, I think with that, it depends on the strength. Obviously, every single athlete out there, obviously, they're working out, they're burning up nutrients and all that kind of things. So naturally, of course, they'll have the protein shakes, they'll do this, that, and the other, they replace the salts. And so, yeah, I mean, nothing's natural. Nothing's natural for sure. Nothing's natural for sure. But I will address this one from Daniel Crawford. He's a known Tyson Fury nut swinger, where he says AJ is known to have TUE, so therefore he is juiced.
Daniel, you're about to get sent to the ninth round. Go on, Martin.
But AJ is known to have TUEs. Yeah, a lot of fighters have therapeutic use exemptions. But here's something for you, though, Daniel. So at least AJ is tested by Avada and he's tested by UCAD. Tyson Fury's, hang on, is he tested by UCAD? No. Well, do you know why? Because he's not licensed by the British Boxing Board of Control now, is he? He's officially an overseas fighter. So therefore, he doesn't get that round-the-clock testing now, does he? And
Are
guess
we
who
just going
has?
to ignore that
Guess
he's
who
popped
has
before?
got a PD failed test on his record? Is it Anthony Joshua or is it Tyson Fury? I wonder who.
Daniel, have you had your Kellogg's today? Is my question.
Bless him. I actually like him, but
I do like some of the trolls. I do believe that they love us, but they just, you know. Fury, White, Ben, Canelo, Povetkin, AJ, all would be banned. They haven't because, you know, AJ hasn't popped. Yeah, I'm gonna move past. Um, Rosie Madison. In an ideal world, this should be the case, but boxing is thank you very much, Maurizio Vikingo. I hate that they make me say these names. Mine, it's just long. Linda, sporting, of course. I don't know which screen he's on,
channel
but
member right there, Linda. Big
hi,
up, Linda.
guy. Big up, Linda. Obviously, channel member. Um, Boxing is not a circus. Rosie. Some fighters try to turn into the WWE, but most don't. I wonder who, he might be a lineal champion, has been to the WWE. Mine. Do you know?
He has, and he's not lineal champion either. But yeah, that's another subject.
And we're gonna get onto that. I'm just itching for Terence Crawford, but the fans are just they divert we digress. But I'm gonna read these and then we're gonna go straight on to Terence Crawford. Um AJ couldn't get a body like that without juicing. I'm not gonna lie, Rosie. I can't see your display picture. I can't see anything about you. To me, you know, it's like a burner account saying that, yeah, exactly what you just said. So I get what you're saying. I don't. But if everybody is entitled to their opinion. However, right, you actually have to put yourself out there, Rosie. You can't just have an R and just comment things and think that you're like relevant with shit. Like it just doesn't work like that. If I saw Rosie there, you know, AJ couldn't get a body like that without juicing. I don't even know if you know a lot of people, Rosie. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Daniel Crawford, B sample can't be contaminated, dummy. But they're tested in the same lab at the same time because they're the same sample, Daniel. Awkward silence. Um, I execute Exy. I have seen on social media people getting annoyed at IFL. No, I'm joking. At IFL, not holding people in boxing to account. Basically, beige interviews hunting for subs and likes. I have no comment to that. Mine. Do you have a comment? I'm gonna say no. Uh, Martin's just left. He will be back. Technical issues. The north is beyond the wall. Mad Wi-Fi issues. Fury loves the Nandrolone. Evening, everyone. Big up, Steve. Pacer. Joshua was juiced when he fought Takam at 253 pounds. Do you know what juicing is? Juicing is taking, and you must now. You have to understand, guys. Okay. Juicing, you need a cycle. So you can't just pop something in here and then, oh, I'm Superman. It doesn't work like that. You have to take it throughout a cycle, manage to miss drug testing officials if you're on a promoted show, and it's very hard to juice like that. Okay. Now, for Joshua, who is the most tested fighter in the division, if not the world, because Joshua is under VADA, he's under UCAT, he's under, I think there's another one, I can't remember, but he actually it's a lot of blood. It's a lot of blood. Um, I'm assuming. Wait, hang on. Pacer. Wilder was juiced at 280. Pacer is killing me. Wilder was juiced at 238 pounds in the third Fury fight. That didn't do anything for him at all. Uh, Lineal Heavyweight Championship died when James G. Jeffries retired undefeated in 1904. Nah, if you look at AJ when he was 18, 19 years old, he was big. Can I ask, do you lot know Nigerians? I'm going to assume no. Daniel Crawford, you do not test the B sample the same time as the A sample. Rico, you request the B sample to be tested if the A sample comes back positive. But Daniel, they're the same sample, buddy. Why do you think these fighters fight once a year to cycle on and off? I don't know, Daniel. Why don't you tell me? Why don't you show your face and why don't you actually come up and have a conversation with us instead of just commenting like a little bitch? Uh, Daniel Crawford, you don't test the B sample. Nah, yeah, correct, Daniel Crawford. Well done. For anybody that just doesn't want to be a little bitch, if you'd actually, all you Fury fans, I'm going to give one person an opportunity, okay? And we can obviously kick him out quite straight away if the disrespect is there. But if you actually have the nutsack and the balls to come and talk with us over here for your hero, right? Or Tyson Fury, or whether you want to say Dillian's a cheat or whatever like that, I would love, and mine would love, you to actually have a spine, right? And I'll send you the link, right? So you can come have a conversation with us, and instead of just commentating stupidity, you can talk, show your face like a real person. But you won't, because Daniel, you're not a real person. So I will keep on reading your comments because content. Don't let them throw you off your game, Rico. Never cater my dog. I just find it funny that you get people like a Daniel and like other people and like everything like this. It's just so funny to me because you can comment, you can say this or whatever like that, but you hide behind a screen. This is my face. My name is Rico. You can Google me. You probably could find out where I am, but it wouldn't be a great idea for you to come and check me, honestly. But that's just what it is. So, Daniel, unfortunately, you can give all of these facts. You're entitled to your opinion. However, you will never, ever, ever, ever be recognized as a real person because you are not. You are not real. But what is real is Daniel Dubois is going to absolutely destroy Alexander Usyk in front of 46,000 fans in Warsaw, Poland, for our entertainment, viewage, and pleasure, and become the new unified champion. Just wanted to plug that real quick. Now, I'm going to read one more, and then I'm going to ask Martin, finally, everything that we've been trying to talk about. Daniel should join the stream so we can listen to it. I wish that he would, but he won't. To get into this chat, it says comment on the chat, not the person. Why are you just insulting people? I'm not insulting anybody, Thomas. I'm just being realistic. That's not a real person, you know. You don't have to listen to us. It's just that if you have an agenda, it's just stupid, isn't it? If you're not willing and prepared to come up and talk about it. Thank you, Thomas. Sporting icons show his face. I literally promoted his face. I have pictures with him. Like you know, um, you can Google and do your research. What's the address? I'll pop round. Go on, Jack Jonasy. Big up Jack Jonasy. Real man out here. You think Dubois will beat Usyk? Yes, Rosie, I do. And I not very nice that you wouldn't think that Daniel, a UK fighter, would actually go there in Poland and try and bring the belts back. A little bit ignorant, Rosie. Okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Daniel, join the stream if you're real. He's not. Why don't you get a spine and go and tell Tyson what you think? I would love to, but the thing is that this is recorded, so Tyson can actually watch this, TJ. Awkward silence. All right. I've read enough of this nonsense. Martin, we saw a new constellation being made in the stars. We've seen that Daniel Dubois absolutely, sorry, not Daniel Dubois. We saw that Terence Crawford, a true pound for pound champion, a true LDBC barrier, and an absolute warrior, somebody that should have been a superstar ages ago. But we're not going to go into that. Martinio, what do you think about the fight that I call it a fight, but it wasn't really a fight. What do you think about Terence Crawford being undisputed at 147 pounds? Take your time and cook.
Well, it was a one-sided beatdown, and while the fight was what it was, I didn't expect it to be that one-sided. I expected Crawford to win, so props to him. But the excuses is ridiculous, and I uploaded a video earlier on today.
Rosie's a joker. I like Rosie. Go on, Rosie. Carry on, bro.
But the excuses is ridiculous, where apparently a doctor who isn't really a doctor, apparently works in an old people's home, has diagnosed Errol Spence Jr. with neurological issues, which contributed to him losing to Terence Crawford. Now, he made that diagnosis from watching him on TV. Right? Compared to the multiple MRI and CT scans that he would have had ever since that car crash. But apparently he has neurological damage, brain damage, because of the car crash that happened nearly 4 years ago. That's why he lost so one-sided to Terence Crawford. Madness. Of course, what I didn't know as well, which I heard about earlier on, is that apparently Errol Spence Jr. did no sparring for this camp for Terence Crawford, and he had a busted rib.
Just really quickly, Aid says, Raja, big up to you, my brother. Dillian White and Dean White are very good friends of ours, man. They are great people. As I said, we don't direct, it's never personal. If I have a prediction or if Martin has a prediction, it is what it is. However, in terms of your question, we are working on it very, very hard, both of us. Okay, it's not easy, but hopefully some good news very soon. Okay, so just keep subscribed, keep liking, and thank you so much for the support. But yeah, going back to the Errol Spence. I don't even know what to call it, Martin. Just carry on.
Well, it's Glovegate 18.0, isn't it? It's like these PBC fanboys just cannot accept when their guy loses. They automatically go into defense mechanism, like I did with Wilder and the 101 excuses. Listen, if you come out with one excuse and stick with it, okay, fine, okay, but don't give me 20 different ones where all of them can't be true. Surely not. And if Errol Spence Jr. didn't look very well, he didn't look the same on his ring walk, probably because he was shit scared. The magnitude of ducking Crawford for all these years finally caught up with him. Now it's reality time. And he got battered. One-sided beatdown. Terence Crawford done to Errol Spence Jr. what my dad done to me when I was 10 years old. One-sided whooping. Right?
That's child abuse.
Yeah, that's
Um,
right. Although back in them days, there was no such thing. I just got whooped.
Damn, mine. I didn't know that we were going back to the Stone Age. Um, no, but just to read some chats. Rico, I have been a boxing fan for longer than you have been alive. Rosie, I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't even know what you identify as. I don't even know if you're a real Rosie. I've supported Dillian from day one. Big up, Linda. Spence and Crawford could fight 50 times and Spence wouldn't win any. To be honest with you, Steve, it's that's that's the next question that I was going to ask Martin. At 154 pounds, because everybody knows that I predicted the victory to the round. Rosie, you've been alive so long, alive as long as Jesus. Did you predict that? Um, Mine, what do you think about the rematch at 154 pounds?
Well, firstly, I think Rosie is typical of some of these Tyson Fury force
I
feeds.
love them. Look how much support that they're doing. The comments,
Well,
everything, bro. I love it so much. And I just want to say, Rosie, thank you. I just want to say, what's the other brother's name? Dan,
Daniel,
Dubois. No, Daniel. Yes, thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you so much, Rosie. We love you lot because if it wasn't for you, if you don't have haters in life, you are not doing anything right. So get some haters.
well,
Um,
I mean, here's the thing, though. When you look at some of these Tyson Fury fans, and he's got a lot of brilliant fans, but he does have a small section of them who were born male, but over time developed into women.
They
Rosie is a prime
identified as
example of that
something different, yes,
because
possibly.
Rosie is actually a man,
Is she? I mean, is he? I
born
mean,
born a man.
ah,
Mm, I'm telling you,
mm.
I'm kidding, Rosie.
No, I'm not. Fuck
I
you,
don't know.
Rosie. Um, big up to Rosie. You were hated in school. And you used to date Luis Ortiz back in 20. Oh, Caden, you did it. You beat me to it. Um, Same happened to Dillian. He lost his bottle against Tyson, and Tyson made him look like a little boy.
Hold
To be
up.
honest with you, it was a one-sided beating. Dillian should have
Mm,
never gone through there with that weird southpaw stance. I don't understand what
well, I
happened.
mean,
Mine.
well, I
Let's
mean,
talk about the fight since they all want us to.
okay. Well, I mean, there was something with Dillian about that one anyway, which I'm not allowed to put out there. But regardless, it wasn't a one-sided beatdown because Tyson Fury ran away the entire fight until he landed that one punch. Right, complete opposite. Right, complete opposite to what he'd done to Wilder, where he walked Wilder down against Dillian White. He ran on his back foot. And then landed that lucky punch.
Yeah. Damn, Rosie. Rosie, we need you, Rosie. Oh, yep. My name is Ross. I knew you identified as something different, you sick bastard.
Told
Or
you.
yeah. I got nicknamed Rosie by workmates.
I wonder why.
Uh,
Where is it?
I don't, Rosie. I don't even know what to say to that on a real
Yeah.
thing.
Ever since you
But thank
started spawning Tyson Fury, start
you.
calling him Rosie.
Rosie identified as Ross. Okay, from Friends. All right. Shout shout
Oh,
to Ross from
uh, I know it's actually Rossi, and we're pronouncing it Rosie. Maybe it's actually Rossi.
I
Maybe.
don't know. This person doesn't have an actual like display picture. Like I have no idea about them. I'm gonna call her Rosemary.
Okay.
Rosemary Mason. Yep, my name is Rosemary. I got nicknamed Rosemary by workmates. That's nice. I'd love Fury to fight John Jones. Back his talk up, Stevie Tids. The thing is with
So do you
Fury is
think
that
that
he doesn't.
Crawford?
What mine. Are we? Let's just go full Babylon and biblical on these fucking people, man. Like what? Let's just do it. Lucas has ducked undisputed numerous times. Your hero is not your hero. He doesn't want to give you what you want, Rosemary. Rosemary, whatever you identify as, you weirdo. And I take that back. You're not weird. You just misidentified.
Slightly, slightly.
Possibly. Oh, yeah. And we are just here to help you heal, Rosemary. Okay. We're here to help you heal. And I'd just like you to know that this is a safe space. Oh, I'd love Fury to fight anyone ranked. Not RE doubloon. Don't say sense. Stop it. Now, do we have Rosemary in the chat? The Fury fanboys are out tonight in force. I love them. Come, please, 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 please. I want to have one where we are debating right now. I want to see this brother's face. I want to, or whatever the hell Rosemary identify as. I want you lot to not be pussy. I want you lot to sign a contract for once and come through. Honestly, I will send you the link. Come through. I will let one Fury fan, one real Fury dick rider, come through and come and chat to us. And if you haven't got the spine and you're just saying shit in the comments, it is what it is. Those tattoos remind me of a 2-year-old who found a pack of felt tip pens. Rosemary, I mean, your arguments are just not valid. Come on. But I love reading your comments though, because flaming you is like giving me absolute life. Not really. Come on, Sporting. Tyson didn't even get out of second gear. Tyson hurt Dillian to the body before he knocked him out. I do have to disagree with my brother. I believe that Dillian came through with a very wrong, whatever that stance was. I do believe that Tyson was dominant. I do believe that, you know, you know, I don't know why Dillian fought the fight that he fought. I'll be real with you, man. I have to disagree, and I got to be real because
Although,
I was a huge I am a huge Dillian White fan, and I thought that maximum violence was on the menu, but it just wasn't there for some reason.
no, I mean
What do you think?
the one round that the judges gave Dylan White happened to be in round number one when he was in Southpaw, which is a bit weird.
No, big up RE the Balloon, man. I was literally only bantering, bro. But if you want to talk sense, just DM Rosemary. Yeah. Imagine John Jones' arms wrapped around Fury's neck. That's a bit sadistic. Has Mayweather been calling out Bud?
Doubt it.
Mine, have you heard anything? I've not heard anything
I
like that.
haven't heard anything
I've not
other
heard
than the
anything.
fantasy fight who would win. That's all I heard.
Oh, are you gonna give me your fantasy pick?
Uh, no, I mean
Do it.
I never really
Do it.
rated Mayweather anyway. I was never a Mayweather fan.
I don't think a lot of people were like Mayweather fans. I think a lot of people actually tuned in to watch him lose.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
I was a Mayweather fan though. Okay, just chucking that
Really?
out there. Well, I mean, when he did what he, you know, he I'm not gonna pretend like I've been watching boxing for absolute years and years and years, like Rosemary when she was born in 1000 BC. I'm sorry, it's just flaming you just comes off the tongue. Um, you know, as I said, you know, Sporting started the channel. I think I was at 2014, 2015, somewhere there. My
Mm,
uncle and I, we were watching boxing, obviously, you know, from ages, but like we weren't invested in boxing until about 2013, 2012, when Joshua started making his emergence. I was always a Roy Jones Jr. fan. Oh, Roy Jones Jr. is probably my favorite fighter. Okay. Second is probably Mike Tyson, only because of dynamic, absolute destructiveness. Um, uh, uh, Swoin, you love our favorite Canadian, I believe.
my favourite Canadian. You know about Les Lewis?
Yeah.
Or Bemesh What are you on about?
You know who I'm talking about, damn it. No one's in Brixton in a suit, okay? You know who I'm talking about.
I was in Brixton in this week. Have you ever been to Brixton? I've never been there.
I've been to Brixton, Hackney, all over the place. You can find me everywhere. Sugar Ray Leonard and Henry Armstrong would have torn Mayweather a new one. Rosemary, God damn it, I possibly have to agree with you, Rosemary. The microphone is coming on. Okay. Now, for real. To be honest with you, Sugar Ray was just absolutely outstanding. It takes a real man to detox in 3 years, come off of drugs and everything like that, come back in a training camp, train, and beat the shit out of the champion who was active way more than him. I have no further comment apart from that. Mohan, what do you have to say?
Sorry, I was doing something else. What am I asking? What do you ask me?
Sugar Ray and Henry Armstrong would have torn Mayweather a new. Dare I say? I agree as well. I'll be real.
I agree.
Like Rosie, I'm gonna call you by your real name. We agree with you. Much love. Big up Sporting Icons. Execute. Big up the whole rotted thing out here right now. Southern correspondent with my northern correspondent. We don't have any other correspondence because it's just long in it. We can't afford the budget for any more. Thank you very much, man. I really, obviously, Maya and myself, we really appreciate you all, haters and lovers alike. Honestly, you guys are the lifeblood of boxing. Without you guys, whether it's what's his name, Daniel, Daryl, whatever the fuck, or TJ, or Rosie, or whatever, all of you are the lifeblood of boxing. No fights would happen without you guys. So keep supporting the sport. Keep, I hope no one's really just Rico. You never even heard of Armstrong, have you? I have. Mayweather is one of the greatest boxers ever. His defense was unbelievable, and he was always in range. Jack, water is wet. Boxing News is reporting that Spence Crawford did 650K buys. Let's just go back to the Spence Crawford debacle. Now, I called the round, Rosie. Did you call that he was going to get sent to Asgard in the 9th round, Rosie? I'll give you like a minute to like comment or whatever, or do whatever you comment, whatever you do.
Now, Boxing News are reporting 650,000, but Rick Glazer, who's always pretty spot on.
I knew no sporting. Can we just?
He went just under 550,000. So, hey, listen, in this climate, that's not bad. But as
I mean, Rick Glazer, Caden. I love Rick, but Rick Glazer, come on. As factual as that man can be, come on.
Now, whether it's between 550 or 650,000, that's not bad in this current climate, considering that most PBC radical fans stream the crap out of things anyway. So I think that's pretty actually, yeah, that's all right. But yeah, as the Weasel says here, in America, yeah, because outside America, that wasn't really a big fight, unfortunately. It should have been, but it wasn't.
What is that domestically or is that internationally?
650.
I mean, with international sales included. Because I paid my £20. Did you,
yeah.
Rosie?
Yeah, but
I predicted that Holyfield would not only beat Mike Tyson. Damn, Rosie, where from Babylon are you from, Rosie? Why don't you just come chat with us then? I don't understand. You sound like you know your boxing ish. You sound like you were there, probably. I mean, definitely. Come chat, Rosie. It's a safe space. That predicted that Holyfield would not only beat Mike Tyson but would stop him. My bookie laughed at me and gave me 4. Wow! Oh, Rosie. I mean, Rosie Mason, you rich individual. I am sorry for disrespecting the thing. Can you what is it Rossi? Okay, we're gonna move forward. Caden, I was hoping for 1 million. Caden, I actually predicted on the show. Big up to Banter Unboxing. You can catch that on Twitter every day, if not every other day, from 7 to 8 to 9, whenever I kind of do the shit. So come and check us out. I did predict that it was going to be over 1 million buys. Martin, what did you predict?
I didn't really think about it, to be honest. I don't know what it was going to do, but I mean, I imagine 1 million would have been a fair number. But I don't know. I mean, anything in this current climate on a PBC show is pretty good because you have to remember PBC shows, i.e., Showtime, is US based only. We cannot get Showtime over here. We have to rely on it to be on BT Sport, Sky Sports, or even Fight TV. So therefore,
Martin,
this fight was not
it's
big.
pronounced TNT Sports now. Just checking that out.
Oh yeah. Oh, my bad.
Fuck's sake.
TNT Sports, right? Oh, well, speaking of that, I'm glad that they seem to have got a shot of Paul Dempsey.
Oh, very happy about that. To be fair,
They picked him up and they battered him straight over that top rope. See you later. Take your 1975 commentary with you.
They eliminated a lot of people that should have been eliminated. To be honest with you guys, I'll be real with people in the chat. I very rarely listen to Martin. I'm going to ask you this question. I very rarely listen to the commentary. I find that the commentary is pure aids, okay, from anybody, whether it's Matchroom, Queensbury, anybody. The whole commentary team is just disastrous, okay? I don't want to hear nothing because it's an agenda, it's one-sided, I didn't win any money. I picked the wrong rounds, but my point is that I knew Holyfield would stop Tyson. Well, good on you, Rosie. Damn it. Good on you. Just going back to that. Damn, I digress too much. Rosie, you are distracting me too much. Stop it. Mine, help me. What was I?
I don't know.
Oh my
I'm
god.
distracted too. Moving on.
Thank you, Rosie. You're great. Just obviously moving on from that, we're gonna talk about the rematch because obviously we have to talk about the rematch.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Paul Dempsey.
When can we talk about Dave Allen?
Right now.
Sick. Dave Allen is going to be fighting, making his comeback. Spoyan, what do you think about the Rhino coming back, fighting for? It's not going to be for the British. I think it'll be for like the WBA or something. Or he's fighting Fraser, right?
Fraser Clark, yeah.
It'll be for like the boxer champion. I don't even know what the hell was going on. But Dave Allen versus Fraser Clark. Who do you guys have winning? I'm gonna read your chats out here, especially yours, Rosie, because we're friends now. Martin, what do you think about because I actually met what's his name? Ayesta? Al Siesta. Incredible human being. I love that guy, man. If you're watching, bro, big up to you, man. Absolutely incredible dude, bro. He taught me a lot of stuff and he showed me a lot of stuff, and I just cannot say a lot of things because I have no money to be sued, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You were right, Rosie. I'm broke. Sorry. He don't pay me shit. Just moving. What do you think about Fraser Clark and the White Rhino?
My worry for Dave is the fact he's had 4 fights, if we can call them that, in 4 years. Now I like Dave Allen. Met up with him quite a few times actually.
You two are like twins now, aren't you?
Really? Yeah. I mean, I always speak with Dave.
I know you do.
With Fraser, I've only ever interviewed him once, and that was just before the Olympics. We did a podcast together. Both of them nice guys. It's hard to pick them. A fit, active Dave Allen gives him problems. But an inactive Dave Allen, regardless of his conditioning, may struggle with this one.
Really quickly, Rosie, in the comments, Daniel Dubois versus Usyk. Give me the round, okay? Because you seem to be shit hot right now, Rosie. Okay, you seem to be out here, my brother. I mean, whatever you identify as. Do you think that Dave Allen has a chance at victory, considering the absolutely incredible display that Fraser Clark showed us in the last boxer show? Mine.
Was you actually there for that fight? was you? Hey, Hey, listen. Fraser. Yeah, Dave. He's got a chance
Go
because
on.
if he lands that punch, Fraser Clark has a history of getting stopped on cuts, and he has been stopped out on his feet in that before. So
Fuck.
Dave Allen's got a shot, but Dave Allen's only really got a shot in the first half of the fight, in my opinion.
Rosie, if you wanted to hurt me, you just did. Okay, thank you. Um, Look, I believe that who am I kidding? Fraser Clark is going to send that man to wherever the ancestral realm of rhinos live.
Mm. I wouldn't put money on either side that I couldn't afford to lose.
Nah. I'm not betting anything on anything. I swear to God.
No. He's got a shot.
I think there are, bro. Is Dave Allen actually younger than Fraser?
Yes, he is. He's younger than him by 2 years, I believe.
Oh my God.
But
So
do you know what though? Dave Allen, Fraser Clark, and Fabio Wardley all beat the brakes off of David Adelaide.
Ooh. I do believe that Fabio is the best out of the whole bunch. I do believe that David lost to and congratulations and a happy retirement to Sokolowski. If you don't know who Sokolowski is, check yourself before you wreck yourself because Sokolowski is a prospect killer legend. Original, ba 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 uday uday. That's who Sokolowski is. Okay, right. I'm not gonna say that shit again because I can't. Um, what do you think about Sokolowski retiring?
I think Usyk will stop Dubois by wide points.
You're such a wank.
Dubois quits on his stool at the end of the round. And Usyk to win. Yeah. So Sokolowski, he's a good guy.
My Wi-Fi cut off. I can't hear you like at all. Like I didn't hear what you said. You were saying about Sokolowski, sorry.
Yeah. Sokolowski, his record doesn't no justice to it. He beat Lucas Brown and they robbed that boy. Let's be real. And quite a few other fights as well.
Sokolowski has been robbed more times than Derek Chisora, and that is saying something.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been robbed more than the Sheriff of Nottingham, I tell you.
Gabe Rosado, all of that type of stuff. You see these fighters where they just fight, and it's not about the money. It's not about this or whatever. It's Rhino Heaven. Thank you, HBU. Let's read some of the chats. Okay. I blocked Rosie. They took way too much crap for my liking. Okay. I'm not too sad about that. Fraser, boring points. RGNDI. Oh my God. Elon, change everything. David Allen versus Clark isn't not a bad fight, but I think that Clark will KO him. I happen to think that he will definitely KO him. Dave Allen has been. I'm sorry, bro. Dave Allen has been inactive. Martin, how long has Dave Allen been inactive for? Just smoking on this shark pack, this Spence pack. Sorry, ignore the light.
Dave Allen, his inactivity pretty much coincided with the day I realized that Dan Dubois can't take a fucking punch. But
sorry, bro. My Wi-Fi just keeps on cutting off. It's just, I don't know. You need to sort that shit out in the north.
Now, 4 fights in 4 years, when none of them's gone past round 1, is a bit worrying for me.
It's a bit worrying for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't believe that he should take this fight. I'll be real. Tell him not to, mine.
Part of me would be super happy for Dave if he beat Fraser Clark, though. Ben Shalom will probably send me a message in a minute.
I will actually, I will convert to rhinoism if that's the case.
Damn right. We should convert to rhinoism.
I swear to God. Okay, I swear to God. As my American patriots would say, if Dave Allen actually absolutely sends him to the dirt, oh, but he won't.
It's unlikely.
Yeah, but Daniel Dubois will win. Um, Dave Allen's point win. Yes, the Weasel. I will be putting money on that. Dave Allen 2.0 is serious. Oh my God, Martin, what have you done? Rosie, I would watch Clark versus Allen, but I have some point. I have to. I have some paint. I have to watch drying. Get get a life. Um,
Hey,
no.
Rico.
Hey,
Rico. What was your prediction before the fight for Joyce and Dubois? His Wi-Fi keeps cutting in and out. What's going on?
I might just stay like this, just as a frozen image every time. I predicted different, and obviously, I covered the fight, Martin. I still have a shoe with Joyce's blood on it, and I'm only keeping it for cloning purposes. Um, what do you want from me? What do you want me to say?
So what are you going to do with that blood? Are you going to take it to a lab and create a Joe Joyce 2.0? What are you going to do?
Yes, he has. For God's sake, in his prime, he has 5 times. He has 5 times the bone density of the normal man. Martin, what? Of course, I'm going to keep that. I have that shoe next to the cigars I'm going to smoke.
Imagine the clone army you can build from that.
I want to rule the world, but the
Yeah.
technology is just not there. It's there. What was your prediction, Martin, when the fight happened? Go on.
My prediction was that Joe Joyce would win, but win on points. Didn't see him knocking him out. Well, making him take a knee. I didn't see it.
Did you have to say the knee? Did you have to include that?
Well, okay. That was him acknowledging to Joe Joyce that he was better. But the thing is, though, is that he was right to take the knee. He was absolutely right. It's like people criticized him. I mean, I totally agree that he was right to do that because he's prolonged his career and now he's got a shot at the unified world heavyweight titles. If he didn't take the knee, maybe he wouldn't be here right now.
You know that he has a prototype AC. Okay, look, I'm gonna debunk all of these for fuck's sake. Okay, I'm gonna debunk all the rumors. Yes, in his last fight, he might have hurt his ACL, PCL, right? He has a new prototype, slapped it on. The man is as good as new. Okay, argue with Rosie. Just to read some of the chats to get away from this absolute fucking ridiculousness. Jake Paul, Nate Diaz. Are we going to talk about that or?
Oh, I don't know. Jake Paul going to win, I suppose. I don't know.
I think he sends him to. I don't know. I've run out of places for the dead. No. But I mean, isn't that today? No, that's not today.
That's tomorrow. Tomorrow he's going to send him to Tartarus.
To Tartarus, to Asgard, to the Holy Land, to the Wakandan not Wakandan ancestors. But yeah, Nate Diaz, I'll see you up there soon, my G. I've got to say it. Who you got, Nate Diaz or Jake Paul? Well, I have Jake Paul. Martin doesn't really give a fuck, but I'm going to grab his clout and say that he is going to go with Jake Paul. So I can do that as a Southern correspondent. No one can do that. Martin, what do you think that? What do you think about Jake Paul being a serious boxer?
Well, he's more of a serious boxer than Tommy Fury. Let's be real about it.
Oh yeah, facts. Oh yeah, definitely, 1,000,000%. Thomas Fury is just not that guy, is he?
And the fact that he dropped Tommy Fury as well. Let's be honest. But Jake Paul, he lives the life, and he's made a lot of money. He saw a crack in the market, and he exploited it. And from then, we will forever have around our necks Misfits Boxing. which I know that you loved being part of the last one.
Don't tell them about the last one. It
No.
was just not my day.
Although your man got beat, didn't he? Last time out. What was his name? Salt Pappy?
Oh, imagine the first Sal Papi interview that we have on the channel, and then he gets absolutely sent to Jerusalem like literally a month after that. I was furious. And you can ask Umar, AFL Umar. No, it wasn't him covering that fight. It was Raji. But I believe Raji's different now.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving forward swiftly. Yeah, Sol Papi. Manny Pacquiao is just not happy.
No.
What do you think about Sol Papi's defeat?
Well, I didn't watch it. I just saw the result. I don't watch misfits.
Yeah, I know you didn't. I know you were You were literally hitting my line all day, Rico. I was like, bro, I am. This is not a normal fight that we cover. Okay, I'm trying to have a good time.
I haven't told Calisalan I don't watch this crap.
No, don't you know? I mean, it's live now. Damn it! But I can't wait until I get to speak to Cali. Both of them.
Are we applying now? Now I do say the word we. Are we applying, but for you to go to KSI Tommy Fury?
Yes.
I ain't gonna go.
Of course I'm gonna go. You know I have no life.
I have a word with Uncle Callie.
I can't wait. I swear to God. I just want to hit the after party just once in my life, Martin. I just want to go buck wild. And I don't know if anybody's seen Project X. That's exactly what an after party from the Cali Saulins that they produce. And thank you, Martin. I love you, by the way. I'm gonna have a great time. Hopefully not as good as the time as I had at the last one, because that was a too good time. But actually,
bad guy London just done your boy.
No, Joyce knighted Dubois with a black eye.
I met Dan Dubois in
Sainsbury's.
Not in Cardiff. In the hotel. I met him.
Oh
my God. Right. Now he was this was just after the Kevin Lorena fight, right? And he's carrying this huge plate of food, huge, and he's a unit, man. He is an absolute walking wardrobe. He's like Godzilla walking past you.
Wait, is he as big as Dean's brother? Dean's brother's massive, bro. He made me look like his child, and I'm like 6'4". I was like, "Hey, uncle."
Yeah. They are some units, aren't they?
Bro, like that whole family. Like I spoke to Dean's mom and
yeah.
I was like, "There's experimentation happening in this thing." I'm not gonna lie.
They're big. Yeah, but Dan Dubois is a unit, though. Absolute unit. So if he does land on Usyk, it wouldn't surprise me if Usyk goes. I ain't gonna lie.
Why is there so much disrespect? I'm gonna do the Vogue. Okay.
Realism.
Did you say realism? Did you?
Yeah.
Did you little bro me like that? Did you?
No, it's like Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson, right?
Oh god. Oh, okay. Let's get the long 10 counts in. Go on.
Yeah. It would be more of a shock for Dan Dubois to beat Usyk than what that was. As much as I would love it.
No way. People actually know who Dan Dubois is. Douglas was fucking unknown when he was going in there. Yeah. Rosie, where are you?
But I don't know. I'm worried for him. But if Dan Dubois wins, you know that Fury fight won't disputed.
Oh mate. By the Sunday, my Uncle Frank will be like, "Hey, big head."
Yeah, he'll be shoulder rolling his way all the way to that contract.
You want to see a contract? Oh, sign here. And then my Uncle Frank won't be in front of Umar, AFL Umar, in those bro. Sometimes, like the last interview, I had to shout him and say, "Change the thumbnail, bro," because I was like, "Can you stop fucking disrespecting my uncle Frank like this?" You know what the thumbnail was? It was like him like this. I messaged Umar. I was like, "Nah, brother. There's a million shots in that thing, and you're choosing that. How do you get away with it? How is Frank or Francis or George not done the business?"
I used to do that with Eddie Hearn back in the days when I used to interview him.
Mine, you
I used
do
to do
it
it
with
on purpose.
everybody. Like you do it with so many people.
Yeah.
As a correspondent, I have to just be in the back in it. I don't want to be fired. But what's the best thumbnail that you've had, mine?
Probably my Callus Howland one.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, yeah. With the old German World War II helmet on. And and
He
Ben
literally
Shalom
was
with his
just.
green beret.
I really like Ben. I really like Ben. He's a really nice guy. He's a proper geezer, and he gave me the only smile he's ever given a media
Anyone.
outlet. So sorry. But we're a lot for first. Obviously, you know, first one to get Eddie Hearn on the Twitter space. First one to interview Eddie Hearn on a Twitter space. First one to be solidified by and actually announce that Michael Benson is a real human and not an AI. Who knew?
Well, yeah. Big Floyd Mayweather fan, aren't he?
Do you always just have to throw the shots in there? Like just leave just Michael's not doing anything. He's not hurting anybody. Just to read some chats right now.
I would love
Dubois had
Michael
a friend,
Benson's job. Michael Benson's job is quite literally to copy paste and clip everybody else's interviews. That's his job.
and what a man he is. Okay,
I mean,
because it's not just the copying, the pasting, and the clipping. You
no,
actually have
but
to
I mean,
listen to those interviews.
when you're putting out Anthony Joshua said this on Instagram, Anthony Joshua said this on Twitter, Eddie Hearn said this. It's like everybody follows Michael Benson, but they don't follow Joshua, they don't follow Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? It's like it's mental.
No, Rosie does.
Oh yeah, Rosie.
Rosie follows Michael Benson and Joshua and all of them, and Daniel, wherever Daniel is. I think he's in the Harry Potter cupboard. Just pay my respects for
A
putting
question for you.
that stupid ass in the dirt. Joyce. Okay, we got to read some chats right now. There's just so many. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm here with my mentor. We're having an amazing time. I'm reading your comments. Who would have thought I would have done that 10 years ago? Me. Right. Linda, obviously you're a channel member. Channel members first. Spence Crawford was the biggest fight this year, so I'm not surprised it did well. Linda, water is wet. Bud Spence could have been pushed more over here. I paid. The weasel, I'm assuming that you're British because they don't have weasels in America, I don't think. Not really, bro. It was at what time was it? Like 5 o'clock in the morning? Like I literally went from Dean White's show, covering that, getting a lift by Iniesta, and coming back to Southampton. That's where I live. If the trolls would like to come and see me.
That's what LCS lives.
Go on, bro.
That's what LCS lives, isn't it, Southampton?
Yeah. He does. Hoping to. We'll chat after mine. I'm not gonna give any exclusives out here, but I will give some Salita exclusives. Just really quickly before I go through the chat. Otto Wallen obviously had a legal dispute with a one Dimitri Salita. However, that has been brushed abruptly away. So Otto Wallen will be fighting under Salita Promotions, and he will have what I call a dead fight, and then apparently a big fight in after that. I say the summer, the winter, probably be next year. But he fought 3 times last year, obviously due to he hasn't been as active. Yeah. I can also confirm 100%, and fuck Spencer, by the way, because I literally messaged you the whole thing verbatim what Deleta said, and you still haven't tweeted me. So I
He
still
said
want you
what?
to kind of peep me again, but you can suck these nuts. Um, Salita has confirmed that Clarissa Shields, guys, is not going to fight Keith Thurman, and I say Keith with a Keef. What do you think about strength? What do you think about Keith versus Clarissa?
I don't. It's a terrible idea. That was Clarissa Shields, for whatever reason, quite clearly she's got a personal issue with Keith Thurman, whatever that may be, but she was doing it just to strip his manhood because he's now damned if he does and he's damned if he don't. So I don't want to see that fight. I don't need to see that fight. As much as I am the biggest fan of Clarissa Shields, I don't particularly want to watch Keith Thurman knock her into tomorrow.
Um, we have to disagree. I don't know if it's the southern or the northern or whatever, but I believe that Clarissa sends that man to hell.
No. Really?
Salubriously, which means beneficial to one's health and well-being. Honestly, guys, I really, really believe that Clarissa would. Have you seen the sparring footage that she's put out?
Yes.
And you still have disrespect in your mouth like this.
Well, yeah, because I can look
This
good.
guy, the man said, "Well, yeah."
Because I can look good in sparring in 3-second clips. You put me in there with Tyson Fury, I can find 3 seconds.
No, you would
where I
knock
don't
him
take.
out. You would knock his blood cleat out.
I
All right,
definitely
just
block him, so I
going
punch him in the balls.
through Rico's thoughts on Dubois versus Kevin Lorena. I don't really have thoughts on that because I have focus on one fight. And that is in front of 46,000 fans in Warsaw, Poland. A one Daniel Dynamite Dubois will not take the knee. He will not take the left knee or the right knee. He will not take any knee. He will only take both knees in celebration at the fact that he will be the new unified heavyweight champion by sending Alexander Usyk to wherever the Ukrainian gods or deities or wherever these men are going.
I
And
mean, if you're right, great. But I mean, I would agree with you. I don't think he'll take a knee in this fight. I don't think he'll take 2 knees.
Thank you. God damn.
I've got a feeling he's going to have face down, arse up. It's kind of what's going to happen. So I don't think he's going to take a knee at all. I think you're right.
Oh my God.
I'd love you to be right.
No, no, Martin. I am going to be right, and I'm literally going. Oh my God! Do you know how I'm going to stunt?
Uh-huh.
Do you know I'm going to be serious when I win?
Yeah.
Right. You give me that northern tongue. However,
you're going to take clippings of this podcast, didn't you?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Do you know how Solomon Daiquiris did it? I'm going to be doing it worse. I'm going to have your soundbite. And then I'm gonna have me dancing in the ting, and it's gonna be remixed and everything. Oh, Daniel Dubois isn't gonna win, and then it's gonna be me, Caroline, and Daniel dancing in the back. Once I make sure the family connection is back together again, working on it.
Yeah, not in the same room.
Just
Caroline and Dan don't talk, do they?
I had sweet Caroline, like I've had. Oh my God, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. She has been a guest on the show for so many times. She's obviously given me great interviews and stuff like that on the Sporting Icons channel. If you're not subscribed, then just I don't know what your life is. But there's obviously. Do you want me to say it?
Go on.
Okay, look. She chose Shane. He chose Don Charles. What are we supposed to do about that?
Yeah. I think it's good that they have different trainers.
Really?
Yeah, but it's good because at least that way, because families always go through some kind of issues. At least that way, you're not going to bring it into the gym, are you? You know what I mean?
This guy is a idiot. Well, I would love Don Charles to come to my gym if that was me.
Would you?
Yeah, yeah, I would. I would.
Although, although, I am happy my good old pal Spencer Fearon's part of that camp. So
Are you not giving Daniel Dubois a chance at all, Martin? Because it
no,
just
no,
sounds like your negativity is just negativityified.
no. I give him a chance. I give him a puncher's chance, but I give him the same chance as I would give Tommy Welsh becoming a world champion. It's extremely unlikely, but
Shout out to you,
you never
Tommy. I believe in you, okay? Fuck this guy. All right. I believe in you, okay? The North
or
believes in you.
or there's as much chance for Dan Dubois beating Alexander Usyk as there is Solomon Dakers becoming a European champion.
I knew you wanted to hit. I knew it. Spoin has been wanting to hit Solomon with the ting ever since he tried to body me for that interview. So there's a new soundbite for you, buddy. I'm never getting that interview. Um
No, give
right.
up on that one.
Yeah, I'm South, but I'm the North. It's just in my DNA. Um Obviously I have 10 minutes to go. So I just want to say thank you so much to supporting mine. My bro, I really wanted to say this to you because like you are, and people can flame me in the comments. You're my hero, bro. I started supporting you from 10 years ago, 7 years ago, every years ago. I just you've given me opportunities that nobody ever did. When I started coming through the game, people pushed back on me. I was not the normal demographic. I wasn't the normal as this a Rob Tebbit or whatever, like whatever. But you gave me an opportunity. You gave me a start, and you've changed my life ever. And I can honestly say I'm so thankful to you, my bro. And you are an absolute hero of mine. And I cannot thank you enough for everything that you've done for me.
No, I didn't do it. You did it. There's a difference.
Well, you kind of did.
All I did was say, okay, right, there's a door. Go on. There you go. That's it.
Ah, but I mean,
Many
you gave me the
people,
door and I
many
walked through
people,
it. Okay, let's go
yeah,
50
but
50.
yeah, but many people have looked at that door and walked away. That's fact. How many channels do you know have gone there to do interviews and then they crumbled?
We promised that we wouldn't
No,
name
no, no,
names, mine.
no. We can't name names, but there are some. In fact, there are many. There are many who have started up YouTube channels and closed real quick.
It's not to give Sporting a bigger head or anything like this. Like honestly, you lot, man. If you're gonna get to know me. I'm just there. Like I said, I'm on Twitter. Please follow Sporting. Please follow myself. Um, we thank you very much, HB. Just to kind of get on the sermon, bro, is that look, I how everything happened. Just to give you a quick summary, is that Sporting wasn't able to go to shows as much as he could, and I've been following Sporting for so long. We built a relationship, and he gave me an opportunity to live my dream. It why I respect people who actually put themselves out there and everything like that. I have so much respect for people that they people always say to me, Rico, you don't, or Martin, you don't ask the questions or this or whatever like that. Like, guys, I encourage you, come and join us, do it, put yourself out there, you know, show your face. Like it's the internet is not a real place, and and as much as you guys might troll us, and as much as you guys might put comments and stuff like that, we have families, we are real people. Boxers are real people, they have families, and at the end of the day, his Wi-Fi is absolutely shit. That like in the north is just terrible. But I just wanted to say just real quick, thank you so much. You know, thank you. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all for your support. Obviously, like I said, if you haven't got haters in this life, then you're not really doing anything wrong. Um, but I guess I have to end the live. But I just wanted to say just a couple of things. Um, mental health is a real big thing. I've been going through my own issues and things like or whatever like that. But like I said, I've had support from great people around me, like a sporting like this or whatever. And I have an actual day job, but this is my dream. Boxing is my dream. Sporting has given me an opportunity to go out and speak to people and you know um, bring you guys interviews and boxes and this or whatever like that. So follow us on Twitter at us and tell us who the boxers that you guys want us to see. Who do you want us to interview? Tell us like everything. We work tirelessly to bring you guys, the face to face, type of experience. And that's what we're going to be doing. I just want to say thank you to my mentor. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in tonight. I love all of you guys. God bless every single one of you. I hope you are well, safe, healthy, and you've had an incredible week, and you're going to have an incredible weekend because I've blessed you. So, in the words of Daniel Dynamite Dubois and the new, no, I'm joking. Love my guys. Have an incredible day.